Hello Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are part of our family, and welcome if you're new. Glad to see you all here. Sag, I hope you're doing really great. Thank you so much for all of your love and your support, your donations, your comments, your likes, your reaching out. It just means so much to me. I value you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video as well. So Sag, it's going to be a timeless reading, and it is general as always, unless my guide makes it very specific. We'll see. If you'd like a private reading for myself, all that information is down below, of course. And we're just going to get into your reading very shortly. As you know, if you're part of our tribe here, you beautiful soul, I always meditate on your energy. I prep all the decks, just letting spirit kind of give me whatever message they have for the collective is what I try to really focus on. And it was really interesting. I felt very almost emotional, but felt happy when I was receiving this message. It was like in my mind's eye, my eyes were closed, and I seen stars, lots of stars, just beautiful, sparkling, nurturing light coming through, and it felt like this message could be taken many different ways. For those of you that it resonates, as I always say, it won't resonate with everyone. You know, the stars felt like a deep healing coming in. Could be physically, right? Felt a little bit more emotional healing, but at the same time, you know, it could be something to do with your health. It could be some kind of physical healing coming in. I did get a little bit of a lower back pain when I was seeing it, so maybe one of you out there is experiencing that right now. The other thing I was getting is that it felt like the stars aligning, and I know that sounds pretty huge, and it very well could be, but it felt like the stars were going to start to align for you. Perhaps in all areas of your life, maybe specifically in one, if something has not been going very well. And then the other thing I was getting is that, you know, some of you might be about to become a star. You know, nowadays, people work from home, people are doing a lot of things through social media. This could be a sign that spirit is coming through to say, you know, there's really good things coming towards you. However it was, whatever that might mean to you, maybe you've even had a dream about the stars or something. It just felt really therapeutic, healing, but also it felt expansive, as if when you go out at night and you look at the stars, if you've done that, I'm sure most of us have, right? How expansive, you know, that beautiful, the universe is that what we're looking at, how it just goes on and on and on and on, right? If you think of the Milky Way, think of all the stars in that. It is so compelled and so brilliant in its vibrancy. It's incredible, right? So there's something here about this big, I feel like a big expansion that almost like the sky's the limit and the stars are aligning. That's where I'm going to leave it, okay, Sag? Now, I do need a sip of water. I feel a little thirsty today, so we're going to just wait for one sec. All right. Let's get into your reading. I felt compelled to open up with my Metaphysical deck. We'll see what energy is around you, or energy that you're working with, or even energy that's coming towards you, right? So let's get started. Again, thank you, Saggy. I love you, and I appreciate you so very much. Those of you that are so sweet and so kind, you definitely are my family. So I say extra prayers, and I speak to my guys always of like, make sure you're watching over these beautiful souls. Please help them out in whatever way that is going to lighten their load on their journey on Earth. Okay, Sag, we're going to get into it, but once again, I got like some loose hair hanging around, and it's kind of itching me. Let's get started. All right, beautiful spirit, please show me clearly for Sagittarius, for those Saggies that this reading is meant for, what energy is around them, what energy is coming towards them, and maybe we can help me stop losing hair. Okay, let's get started. Bottom of the deck, interesting, we have Restoration. So Sag, this is somewhat like your card, like Temperance card in the traditional tarot, but it is really, oh my goodness, okay, thank you, Spirit. I wasn't even noticing this. Look at, there's a huge star behind there, and then stars in the sky. And, you know, I shuffle, I don't look to see what's going on. So this is in alignment with what I was picking up. I'm actually in a little bit of shock here. Okay, so there's that message, restoration. You are going to be getting restored. You're on the path now to healing, and on the path to bigger, better things, but also like a lighter load I'm picking up here. Okay, so let's see what's going to come out, but I'm telling you, that is a pretty important message for me as your channeler here. That this is just confirmation for me. Okay, let's see. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. Let's get started. What energy is around Sag? Now, I bet you, no, yes, it almost wanted to come out, right? Wanted to see. Show me what energy is around Sag, please. For those Saggies that this reading is meant for. And now the deck is feeling really wonky, so... You know, my guides have a really good sense of humor. They like to play with me. I can feel them saying you should have taken that. That was the one we wanted. Okay, so anyways, we're just going to keep going here. All right, for Sagittarius. Nothing's coming out now. All right, Spirit, my apologies. I should have taken it, but I am human, and sometimes my human instinct kicks in. Even though I'm channeling, that logic isn't completely shut off, you know, so, all right, there, that one won't go in. We have change. Wow, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we have the card change, the energy of change. This is what I'm feeling. There is a big shift happening for you if this is your reading, Sag. You know, again, this, I don't know where specifically this is going to be. It could be about just you. It could be about your money. It could be about, you know, your career. It could be about you, perhaps you're about to retire. It could be about your family. You know what I mean? There's so many of us out there, and we're all on different paths and going through different situations. This is Spirit's way of saying, though, that there is a big change ahead that is coming towards you. Very beautiful, though. Don't be frightened. This is a very positive, uplifting energy. It feels higher vibrational. Look at all the colors on this card. It just almost has a rainbowy feel to me. Beautiful, beautiful colors of really shifting, transforming. And I think the reading that I had for you recently, I'm not sure if it was last week because I can't remember. I thought it was about a transformation. Not sure. This could be a continuation. But look, there's a big growth period happening for you. You truly are changing for the most beautiful, in the most beautiful light. Circumstances are changing as well. Bottom of the deck, we have the creation, manifestir. So look, this is like the magician. You actually have all of what you need to bring this beautiful change in, that restoration again, that renewal, the revitalization. Some of you have been doing a lot of work on yourself. Maybe you've been listening to the law of attraction. Maybe you've been really meditating, getting out in nature, really starting to think. I almost want to say outside the box. I'm not sure what that is, but it feels like there's a big shift that you've been wanting to bring in, and it feels like, you know, your angels, guides, God, source, the universe, whatever you believe in, Sag, is getting up behind you and really kind of being the wind in your sails is what I'm feeling. The wind in your sails, because you've hit this place where now that energy is really starting to shift and expand to where you're going. So beautiful, beautiful energy here. I thought they wanted me to say, I was trying to pick up on something and then it just faded. So we're going to leave it and we're going to get into the tarot. All right, we're going to open up with traditional tarot. All right, let's see what's on the bottom. Page of Wands, beautiful. This is your energy, Sag. Could be Aries, Leo, but look, it's your reading, right? So Page of Wands, you know, Wands for me, well, the suit it's that fire of creation, fire of, you know, the actions that we take in life, the things that we do, you know, that we can, that really propel us in our world. So different change of coming, let me rephrase. There is this different approach it feels that you are taking in your day-to-day actions, and it's going to be making this big change. So Page of Wands, it's the beginner. Pages are all the beginners, right? They're beginners. If I could speak, oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, like on a side note, I am struggling like I almost feel like never before with this Mercury retrograde. I want to say, if I want to say the sky, my mouth says the snake. It is just the weirdest experience I've been having. Let me know in the comments if you've been having that too. I haven't lost my mind. I'm completely healthy, but somehow this energy has been screwing with me every night when I sit with my family. I go to say something and it just is like I don't know, I maybe should just be writing things down. So just side note, let me know if you're struggling with communicating as well. But back to the Page of Wands, there is a new beginning that you are about to embark on how you move in this world. So on whatever journey you're on, there's a new beginning about to happen. Okay, And look underneath, we have the Eight of Swords, not surprised. Eight of Swords for who knows how long, Sag. You might have been feeling, I just almost said the word Matt, M-A-T-T. So if that's your name, extra shout out to you for my guides, because I almost stumbled when I was about to say Sagittarius and I was about to say Matt. So I'll leave it there. But getting back to this, the Eight of Swords is an energy of feeling like you have had no power in whatever circumstance this is. Could even just be mentally, because swords are our mentalness. It's what goes on in our head. It's our thoughts to ourselves, to others, how we communicate. So you might have been feeling really stuck, no growth. Even on a deeper level, you might seriously just have felt like you have no power over your life. But it's going to change, you know. It's really going to change. I mean, even after the Eight of Swords, we have the Three of Swords. So some of you, excuse me, some of you have really gone through hell and back, you know. Something has been very painful, whether it is in your present or whether this is something from your past. I don't know right now, but the Three of Swords is definitely saying that there has been a lot of pain that you've experienced that has almost put you in a place where you've been feeling stuck, feeling like you have no power, Sag. But that is about to change, I feel, because the Page of Wands on the bottom, beautiful energy of starting again and saying, where do I want to go? How do I want to do this? Who do I want with me? What is my dream? And let me begin. Let me put that first foot, take that first step. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's get into this. Show me clearly, as best as you can, what's going on for Sag. This won't go in, so this is what they want me to take. Wow. Queen of Wands on the bottom. We've got the two of Wands and the Five of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Wow, all of a sudden just getting a little congested, Sag. Okay, so Five of Swords to the 10 of Swords to the Two of Wands. We just have the Page of Wands. Really interesting here. So Five of Swords is that energy of there has been a lot of arguing, combative energy, whether with yourself, with others. You know, it's that energy of someone wanting to win, to defeat the others to some degree as well. So this could be someone else that you've been dealing with. But I'm also picking up this energy that this is a little bit more... Sag, I feel like this is almost a little bit more within you, okay? Like, you know, and we all do that to ourselves. I don't think there's a person on this earth that hasn't, you know, kind of beaten themselves up, you know, said negative self-talk, all of that kind of stuff. Again, I'm feeling like this is based on something connecting to your past, could be recent past. But it is an argument energy, but it is number 5 as well. So that is suggesting that there is this change, right? There's this change coming in. You do have the change card. It's followed by the 10 of Swords, which I really appreciate that being here, especially in the center at the moment. It's saying that you have or are just about to come to the ending of that difficult time. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, I love the depiction in these cards. It's quite graphic. Person lying there. And basically they're dead. They got 10 swords in their back, right? Very painful ending. But at the same time, the ending is where we need to focus on, is that it is ending. It's not continuing. And it's followed by the Two of Wands. So I like that because it feels like you are recognizing, again, this could be about other people, but Sag, I feel like this is again another message from Spirit towards you, about you. How you are moving and breathing through this life. And so it feels like you are taking a time out almost to really figure out what you want to manifest, what you're wanting in your life. And again, when you know what you want, you know what you don't want, right? So the Two of Wands, if you look at this traditional Two Wands, there's the ocean out in front, and he is holding the world. To me, it feels like the world, deciding where he wants to go. What's the next move? But it's a very contemplative energy. But in this, sometimes I don't like this card because you can get stuck in this. It's called, what is it? Analyst paralysis. Is that what it is? I can't remember. I'm not coming to me. But the whole thing where you analyze so much that you get to a point where you don't make any moves because you almost become paralyzed, right? I'm not getting that here. And we'll get some clarifiers. I'm getting that this is you taking the time out to go, okay, this was very difficult to go through. It was very, very painful. I don't want this anymore on my path in my life, in my home, at my career, whatever. So I'm taking a little bit of time to really, really tap into what it is that I do desire. We have your energy on the bottom, Sag, of the deck. It is a Queen of Wands, so male, female, we all have masculine, feminine. How am I going to find my magic again? How am I going to get into that connective energy of all the things that used to light me up? And it's really interesting because when I just said that, they gave me an image of someone basically, you know, just being free-spirited, like being able to take off on the weekends and go camping, and then being very spontaneous, like, you know, not non-responsible, totally responsible, but in the way of like, I am doing the things that I love to do, and I'm really allowing myself to do that. I feel that this reading is almost feeling like, like getting out of jail. Now, you know that card, like, yeah, that saying is what they're giving me here, like, getting out of jail. Not saying that anyone's in jail here. I'm saying, but that feeling of being imprisoned, you're getting out of that, and I feel like you're getting back in touch with the joys, the things in life that brings you joy and brings you happiness, and you're finding that again. That's what I feel sincerely that Spirit is saying here. Okay, so Queen of Wands, beautiful energy, all about that magic, being very creative, being very loving. She's adored, he adored by everyone. And is really kind of obviously adventurous, but also like it doesn't take life quite so seriously, if you know what I mean. Always looking at the glass as it's half full, not half empty. Okay, I'm gonna go 3 times, see if Spirit has anything else out of this deck. I'm not really feeling one way or the other whether they want me to keep going, so let's see. All right, Spirit, is there anything else out of this deck you'd like me to receive? That's 2. That's 3. Okay. The Knight of Wands. So we just have the Page of Wands. Now we have the Knight of Wands. Wow, beautiful. I love this. Look at the progress. You're going from Page to a Knight. So it's like I have contemplated, even that 2 of Wands, I've contemplated. Has this been working out for me? No, I'm not happy. It feels heavy. My mind feels not good. I feel there's arguing, bickering, whatever, or just confusion in the mind, even arguing with yourself. To that Page of, okay, what do I want to do? And that 2 of Wands of, let me really think this out. To the Knight of Wands, okay, I figured it out. Now I'm going to go and get connected back to what lights me up. You know, and Sag, not to bore you with this, but if you don't make yourself happy, and this is a thing that is hard for many of us, including myself. You know, we usually put other people first and in front of us, and it's such a beautiful, such a beautiful gesture to give. But when we do that over and over and over and over again, and without giving back to ourselves, we do become depleted. And we can get resentful, we can get angry, we can become lost because we're so out of touch with what we want, what it is that lights us up. So it really feels like this is a time, I didn't think this was going to be very long, but obviously they have a lot of messages for you. It feels like this is a really turning page time for you. You know, some of you might be, maybe your children have just left home or something, they're all grown, and you now are at this place where you gotta figure out what is going to make you happy again, right? And that can be a very overwhelming feeling. Some of you might be at retirement stage and deciding to downsize or something. And again, there's a lot of thought that has to come in here. But Spirit is saying that if you really can hone in on what makes you happy, what lights that beautiful heart up, what makes life living, that is what you can manifest, and that will be what changes. So the Knight of Wands is followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful energy. I love this. I love this. I love this. Wheel of Fortune. It's like you doing you, Sag, and that doesn't mean ignoring your obligations or, you know, all of a sudden becoming totally selfish and not giving a shit about how anyone else feels, like the people around you. That's not what that means. But it does mean you have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve happiness and joy and to pursue what you're wanting. And in this, it's feeling like you doing that is going to bring you a lot of beautiful, positive energy towards you. You have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So again, this could be about you making a change in a career, right? Could be making a change in a relationship. However this might be. But you following what lines up with you. And when I say you, I don't mean our egos, because our egos sometimes can really lead us the wrong way. They're there for a purpose, and they're powerful, but we also have to keep our egos kind of in check, because you know what I mean. Sometimes our egos can lead us really down the wrong path. This feels like genuinely connecting with what you're wanting in your life brings you exactly that. It brings you exactly what you're wanting. So it almost feels like this is that law of attraction reading for you. And Sagittarius is followed by the Fool. So the Fool is the first card, major arcana in the tarot, right? And the World is the last, as probably most of you guys know this. The Fool is saying this is your new beginning. This is the change. The old ways, the old places, the old people, however this is, the old mindset, you know, the Five of Swords, the old mindset, it's getting washed away. You're releasing it and you're moving towards a new path. Okay, very, very beautiful. They're guiding me to keep these out, so I'm going to put them over here. And here, okay. And even after the Fool is the Six of Cups. I like this. First of all, I love this energy. It is water. It's that our emotions, our relationships with ourselves, with others, right? But the Six of Cups is that reminiscing of the past. That's what I'm picking up here. I don't even feel like this is about someone from your past, although it could be. But it's almost like if in the past you were very happy doing the things you love to do without micromanaging. I just heard micromanaging everything that's going on within your life that burns you up. It's about getting back in touch with you, with your beautiful soul, and being okay with that, you know, not giving yourself a hard time. Again, allowing yourself that freedom to do the things that matter to you, with those that matter to you, etc., etc. Again, this is not about turning around being an asshole or, you know, a bitch and cutting everyone out of your life. That's not what this reading is about. It is about shifting to make sure that you're aligning with you, so that all that you're wanting and your experience on earth comes to you. Wow, pretty powerful reading. Okay, let's go into the Fountain deck. Wow, man, this just is incredible. So Sag, we got the Fountain card on the bottom, and you know, I think this has come out a couple of times in the last month. I don't really remember. Normally it doesn't come out. So this is a pretty strong message for me to give to you, because the Fountain card is the only major arcana it only belongs in this deck, the Fountain deck. And it truly is, often reminds me of the Star, because it does have similar vibrations to it. But it is actually very higher than that. This is the universe. This is God. This is Source. And it is the sign, when this card shows up, it's the sign that you are being protected, you are being supported, you are being guided. And it is Spirit's way of coming through to say, you know, God, Source, for example, they want you to have everything that you want, right? And so the highly supportive energy here. This is really, really a big deal, especially on the bottom of the deck, because as I always say, it's the foundation of your reading, right? So you've got a lot of divine energy around you and within you to bring this change that feels very light and expansive into your world. Again, they just gave me an image of what I had seen when I had my eyes closed off camera, of all those stars, all those beautiful stars, and how they just continue to take up the whole sky. Okay, Four of Wands next. Celebration, marriage, you know, exciting times. This card is beautiful on this deck because it's actually 4 people on a beach. There's an ocean here, and they're celebrating. They're having a blast. Having a blast. Okay, and then we got the Queen of Wands once again. So, and then the World. Interesting, we have the World here, the Fool there. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit may have for you, Saggy. Okay, what else would you like, Sagittarius, for those that this reading is meant for, Spirit? What else would you like them to know here as we're moving forward? We got the Knight of Cups. Love it, love it. Got the Justice card on the bottom. Sag, this is such an incredible reading, honestly. The Knight of Cups coming out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. You might even have those placements, right? This is about falling in love with you again, falling in love with life again. Because I do feel, for those of you that this reading is yours, there has been a stagnancy. There has been, like where every day when you wake up, you may hope, oh, please let this day be really good. Please let things go really well. But, you know, at the end of it, you're just like, I didn't get anything out of it. I'm stressed. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm whatever this is, right? The Knight of Cups showing up is saying that there is this change here where you can fall in love again with all the beautiful things that exist here on this planet. Yes, we have a lot of contrast, but it's up to us to find the beauty and to find the happiness, right, in this world. If we focus on contrast all the time, yes, it teaches us what we don't want, but also it can bring it towards us. This just feels like an opening of your heart chakra, just opening up. With Justice, Libra's card on the bottom, this almost feels like, well, it is a balance coming in, a beautiful balance coming in, everything getting balanced out, but it also almost feels like a karmatic tie energy to this with the Justice card. Like, perhaps this is something that you've been struggling with for some of you your whole life, right? For others of you, it's just been how life has brought you to this point. But Justice showing up is saying that everything is going to balance out. If it's been out of whack for a long time, or even for a short time, it is coming back into alignment, Sag. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. I feel like we should maybe get 2 more cards, but Spirit, you guide me, please, for Sagittarius. Anything else you have for Sag that you would like Saggy to know? It is a general reading, Sag, not a one-to-one, not a personal reading. So often, if you probably have noticed that sometimes it doesn't get detailed because there's so many of us out in the world that we're all on different, that we have different things going on, but the energy is still the same. Judgment, holy cow, what a big card to show up. And Ace of Cups on the bottom. Ah, I love this actually, I really do, because Judgment for me is like God, source, divine. It really is that powerful energy of, you know, the energy of who we speak to, you know what I mean, right? Our angels, our guides, God, all that stuff. I won't keep going on into this. Judgment is that energy of when you are burnt completely out. And if you think about the traditional, I would take the time to pull it up, but I won't, because, you know, I don't want to waste your time. You know, it is represented by people that are basically dead. And then there's the horn being played. And the people start to rise up. Resurrection, right? Otherwise known as, you know, the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So this is, and where it is placed underneath the 10 of Swords, Sag, this is powerful because it feels like this is a big ending. And again, I'm hearing once and for all. So this might be the ending that the rest of your life, you may never have anything like this to have to go through again. This does feel quite significant. And Judgment also is when you make that choice, you know, the choice, I want to change things, I want to start really loving life, I want to get excited and be full of ambition about just enjoying every single day. When you start to really kind of put that energy and start to really absorb that energy and decide that I'm not going to stay in this 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy anymore. You know, the beautiful thing about Judgment, it says, is that most likely you can't go back to change back to this anymore, if that makes sense. So it's a decision sometimes, not all the time, but it's a decision that once made, usually you don't go back. It can't be changed back. So I do love that. And with the Ace of Cups on the bottom, I'm telling you, this reading is like, could this be about love? Of course it could. It could be, you know, you're opening your heart up to a new love or bringing love into your life. But they're not giving me the specifics, but with the Ace of Cups, this just feels, again, like your heart is opening up and you're finding you again. And you're finding how to love yourself completely again. And it feels so damn beautiful, Sag. So, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you even have the Empress after that, all about nurturing yourself. And the more you love yourself and nurture yourself in that beautiful, gentle, graceful way, the more abundance and happiness that comes towards you. And then we got Justice once again. So this is a big deal. Big deal. All right, Spirit. Thank you so much. Is there one final card you have for Sagittarius? Powerful. Very powerful reading. Any final card for Sagittarius? Any final card, please, Spirit? I love this reading. It just feels... It feels like... I don't think I have the right words. I don't think I have enough words to explain what this feels like. And again, it's not going to be for everyone because not everyone is in the mindset of changing their perspective and changing what they want to bring in, right? Sometimes, and look, no judgment again, but this wouldn't be for you if that's how you feel. there are people out there are not able to do that shift, or, they're just so weighted down with what they've gone through that they stay in this kind of energy. That is not for you, Sag. That's not for you. That's funny because I'm talking about, I don't know why they're giving this to me, because there might be a few people out there that are listening to this that are going to go, bullshit. My life sucks, this sucks, that sucks, everything sucks. So don't tell me that things can change, because they're not. You know what I mean? They can change, but it all starts within you, right? What did I hear? I just heard this recently, and my guides are giving it back to me. Wow, give me a sec, because what was this? I don't remember who the person was, where I seen it. I don't know, maybe even dreamt it. But it was like, we are in our body. If we think about our soul is really the God or the source to our body. So when we talk kindly to ourselves, like, I love my heart, or I love my hands, or whatever, you're kind to yourself. This is such a strange message Spirit is wanting me to share with you here. Our body, our organs, our cells start to respond to that positivity. So they're basically trying to say that you have more power than you could ever realize and ever know until you tap into that. Okay, so they wanted me to give that, and now it's fading out of my mind, Sash. So we're going to keep moving. But when I was talking about people that are maybe a little bit lower vibration because they've gone through a lot and they can't pick themselves up, they can't believe that this could possibly happen, the Two of Swords is on the bottom. That's where I stopped shuffling when I started giving that message from Spirit. So that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm able to kind of possibly be able to change their viewpoint, right? And hey, we're all on different paths, or we're all at certain levels. Sometimes these are the cycles we have to go through. Okay, all right, Spirit. Is there anything, one final card for Sagittarius? That was a little off, like that was a little bit of a detour, but I feel that Spirit is just wanting you to know, again, you have more power than you think. And if you don't use your power, then nothing changes. But if you use your power, everything changes for the better. Okay. What do we have? We have the Six of Wands with the Page of Coins. Beautiful. I love, love, love this. What's on the bottom? Seven of Coins. Okay. Love it. And Ace of Coins. Beautiful. All of a sudden the earth energy is coming out. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So Page of Coins, again, there's that poet page, there's that beginner, right? This is a new start, but Earth, think about Earth. It is everything we can touch, taste, feel. It's our home, it's our cars, it's our money, it's our clothes, it's everything here, right? You have a brand new beginning. It's a brand new start, and it is beautiful. Green is a gorgeous color as well. So it's very rich, and it is a color of money and material things like that. So you have this big old pentacle to start again. What came with it was a Six of Wands, Sag. This is victory, success. After, that Five of Wands of perhaps arguing, fighting, all that kind of stuff, right? But in the fire element. You have made it. You've made it. That's where you're going. So this contemplative energy is important because it then breaks open to bring you this, to put you in this different position where you feel happy, joyful, and powerful. Seven of Coins with the Ace of Coins on the bottom. I feel like this is representing a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. Yes, contemplative, but I'm not really getting that here. I'm actually seeing each of these coins as if, it's going to keep building. And if you are able to do this, Sag, you're going to get to the 10 of Pentacles, Again, doesn't have to be money, but that's what I'm feeling here. And then we have the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands. Wow, and the 10 of Wands. The end of all this stuff, the heaviness, new beginning. Obviously aces are the seed, right? You got to put the work into it. You got to nurture it. But if you do, you get the new beginning. And with the Ace of Pentacles. So very powerful read here, I feel, for you. Love to know what this is. Some of you, this is going to be a big deal, big deal, life-changing. For others of you, this might just be fine-tuning, right? Think about manifesting as a radio in your car or whatever. If you ever had it on a station where you're trying to tune in and it's all static and ick, you don't hear anything, right? you have to think of oh my gosh, I can't speak. Manifestation as you're going to tune into the dial, into that station that you want to listen. And that dial, that station should be filled of what you are wanting. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Sag, we're going to close your reading off. I feel drawn to the pearls of wisdom today for some reason, so let's do it. It's beautiful energy. I love it for those of you that this all makes sense for and that you are on this path. Congratulations, love. You've made it. You know, you've really made it. Oh my God, new beginning on the bottom. Beautiful. Sag, it's a little baby. There's a new beginning. A brand new start. This baby is still in womb. It hasn't even come out yet. So it is about a new cycle, beginning. So it says a new idea is being born. The universe is starting the process. Participate and watch life expand in all directions. Okay, I almost feel like that's where they would want me to take that card, but we'll see. I'll shuffle and see if there's another message that wants to come out, but that was pretty perfect. Okay, there we go. Came out. So that's what they want you to know. There's a new beginning. You have so much opportunities ahead of you, and it looks just fantastic. And on the bottom we have new learning. So the wolf, it's the wolf. Some of you might have called yourself a lone wolf. You know, maybe you've had to protect yourself to be that lone wolf, you know, because of scars and pain. There's a change here. The wolf teaches you to know who you are. Facing your fears is one of the greatest learning experiences and shows us how to change and grow. So allow this change in, you know, it's just a powerful reading, Saggy. Very, very powerful. Just reading it again to myself here. The wolf teaches you to know who you are. Facing your fears is one of the greatest learning experiences and shows us how to change and how to grow. Okay. So with that, Sag, we're going to close it off here. We're going to leave it there. I hope it really helped in some way. I hope it even as a confirmation for you that you're on the right path. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, Saggy, thank you again for being here. Thank you for all of your love and all of your support. Know that I love you back. And thank you for staying in your grace when you reach out to me. That means a lot to me, right? So thank you. I love you. Big, big, big hugs. Obviously, tons of kisses. Mwah, 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 right? Until next time, sweet love, take care.